डॉक्टर नंदिनी, आप सुन पा रहे हैं मुझे?
हाँ जी सर।
आप रेडी हैं? अपने लेवल पे ऑडियो वीडियो सब ओके है?
हाँ जी
स्क्रीन
सर।
में ट्राई कर रहा था, मेरी शेयर हो रही है या नहीं हुई अभी?
यस सर, यस सर, मैं देख पा रहा हूँ सर, आपकी स्क्रीन
ओके।
दिख रही है सर।
ओके सर, ओके।
आप इसको काइंडली पीपीटी मोड पे करेंगे सर एक बार?
करता हूँ।
जी। जी सर, बहुत बेहतरीन दिख रही है सर, अब आप बहुत
ओके।
बढ़िया। जी जी।
सर स्टार्ट कर दूं?
हाँ नंदिनी जी, आप स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं।
So, good evening, everyone. I'm Nandini Sharma from AgriMeet Foundation Bharat, and I warmly welcome you all to the participants and everyone who is present here for joining us for the day 8 of International Agriculture Workshop Come Training Marti 2025, organized by AgriMeet Foundation Bharat in collaboration with our esteemed national and international partners. Before we begin, let me take a moment to remind everyone why we are here. Marti 2025 is not just a workshop, it is a 10-day training journey dedicated to reviving soils, empowering agricultural minds, and preparing India for a future ready sustainable farming ecosystem. Each day brings new wisdom, new inspiration, and new direction from the finest experts in the field. And today, we are truly blessed to have with us a remarkable academic leader and an extraordinary researcher and a highly respected figure in the world of soil science. Introducing the Day 8 eminent speaker, Dr. Manmohanjeet Singh Ji, Dean at PAU College of Agriculture and Director, PAU Regional Research Station, SBS Nagar. Sir, it is truly an honor to welcome you today. Your presence adds immense value and prestige to Marti 2025, and we are deeply grateful for the time you have dedicated to guiding our participants. I want you all to know that Sir is a visionary scientist with a PhD in soil science, currently serving as Dean of PAU College of Agriculture and formerly as Director of PAU's Regional Research Station, where he led for 10 years. From assistant professor to becoming a senior academic leader, his journey is inspiring for every student and scholar present here. His research contributions are truly outstanding, include dryland farming and soil conservation, development of disease and support system for land use, cropping patterns and water use, soil health indexing, management practices to enhance organic matter and water holding capacity, rainwater harvesting and soil erosion modeling, sustainable productivity on marginal soils. His work has shaped policies, improved soils and water resource management, and strengthened agricultural sustainability across diverse landscapes. Dr. Singh has received numerous prestigious recognitions, including Dr. N.S. Randhawa Gold Medal, Summer Memorial Best Extension Scientist Award, Gold Medal Award, and Best Chapter Award from Soil Conservation Society of India, Appreciation and Best Outstanding Scientist Award from PAU, Best Responses Center Award for AICRP on Trial in Agriculture, and many more. His leadership extends globally and nationally as he has chaired international conferences, presented research in US, China, Australia, Italy, Nepal, and Bangladesh, and contributed to soil science societies worldwide. His achievements speak for themselves. 17 research projects handled, 300 research publications, including books and book chapters, reviewer for 20 plus international journals, guided masters and doctoral scholars, delivered 400 plus training programs, organized national and international conferences, successfully established PAU's first agriculture college outside its main campus. Such immense contributions made by Dr. Manmohanjeet Singh Ji. He is not only a scientist but a true pillar of Indian agriculture. So your presence today is an absolute honor for Marty 2025. We are deeply grateful to have you with us today. With utmost respect, I now invite you to deliver your expert session for the day 8 of Marty 2025. Over to you. The session is yours, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Nandini, for a very nice and elaborative introduction. This is my one of the favorite topic on which I am going to speak today. Am I audible properly?
यस डॉक्टर
Yes,
साहब
sir,
मैं
you are
सुनाई
audible.
दे रहा है
Okay.
जी रखिए
Okay. So this is quantification and management of soil physical quality. Before going into deep into that, we have recently, few days back, we have celebrated World Soil Day. And World Soil Day, it was invented by the International Union of Soil Science, proposed in 2002. Then FAO endorsed it in 2013, and UN General Assembly adopted it in December 2013. So it was first World Soil Day was celebrated on 5th December 2014. So this year, the photos of this World Soil Day, it's an entirely new chapter they have opened for this World Soil Day. That is healthy soils for healthy cities. Earlier, most of us, we are always thinking about the soils for the agriculture, soils for the orchards, soils for the soil degradation in the lower in the Himalayas, other things we are dealing. But it is the first time that the FAO has given the call for the healthy soils for the healthy cities. Because we can see a lot of urbanization is there, and the soils are being covered with the buildings, with the highways, with the other infrastructure. So the urban soils also need to be healthy. To make them healthy, we need to take care of them also. This is the this year's theme of World Soil Day. So coming next to that, I will like to share some interesting information about the soils. Uh, Normally, we assume that soil is, we take it as a granted, but we can say it takes at least 1000 years to produce just the top 2-3 centimeters of soil. It's a very important factor we need to take care. Uh, for the future generations, we can improve our food production by more than 58% if we go for the sustainable soil management. And we to take care of the global food demand in 2015, we need to increase the agriculture production at least by 60%. So it can be done only with the if we take care of properly our soils. 1 teaspoon of soil has more organisms in it than there are people on the earth. You can imagine the life in the soil. So the if we take from the environmental point of view, 10% of the world's carbon dioxide emissions are these are stored in soil. So it is doing the environment service also. But we should take always take in mind that soil is a finite resource. We should not take it granted. Soil erosion has already, we can see in the history, it has destroyed empires. So this is one more interesting fact that nearly all the antibiotics used in human medicine, they were from the soil microorganisms. So these are some of the interesting factors which I shared with you. Now coming to the real topic that many times we have listened to this word that soil fertility and soil productivity, but these are very important two terms which I wanted to discuss here. Soil fertility is the supply of essential nutrients, whether the soil can supply these nutrients or absence of toxic substances. This is the soil fertility. But soil productivity, it is a broader term. It includes soil fertility, and in addition to that, it take care of other factors also, soil aeration, soil water, soil other things, so that even the soil may be fertile, but it may not be productive if the other factors are not conducive. Similarly, many times we use these two words, soil quality and soil health. Many times we use these interchangeably, these words, but soil quality is the capacity. It is you can say it is a specific kind of function to for a natural and managed ecosystem. But soil health is the at a particular time, what is the fitness, that is soil health. It is just like you can see soil quality is the general a health of a person. Soil health is exactly at what, for example, the temperature of we take with the thermometer, that is soil health. We will discuss in detail in the next slides. So this is the soil global soil health status for the present land use. You can see the areas in the world where the population is more concentrated, the soil quality is poor in those areas, and in those areas where which are not very much inhabitable, very less population is there, the quality of soils is better in those areas. So we can say the anthropogenic factors or population explosion has caused many degradation issues throughout the world. Now coming to the India, there are a lot of soil health issues in India. Land degradation, which is caused by mainly soil erosion, wind erosion, soil salinity, and soil acidity. This is the major issue in Indian soils. And out of 141 million hectare soils, 100 more than 104 is already degraded at various levels. So annual soil loss because of soil erosion, which is the main cause of land degradation, annual soil loss is 5.3 billion tons from our Indian soils. And along with the soils, lot of nutrients are lost at about 8 billion tons. Nutrients are annually lost from our soils. So average soil loss of the Indian soils is 16.4 ton per hectare per year. Normally in literature, we say that 15 ton per hectare per year is the safe limit. So our average is above. And we have seen in many locations, particularly in the Himalayas, in lower Himalayas, lower Shivalites, sometimes it's more than 800. So coming to the soil fertility, there are many other constraints also. So coming to the factors affecting soil quality. So one of the major factors is the soil erosion I have already discussed. So soil quality is of two types. One is inherent, another is dynamic. Inherent means what soil forming factors were there, what was the natural landscape in that area, that decide the inherent soil quality, parent material, climate of that area, topography. But the dynamic soil quality, it is mainly management affected. So there are many factors which can affect the soil quality, maybe indiscriminate use of fertilizers, then residue management not properly handled, soil pollution, and in this faulty crop management practices. These all lead to the dynamic soil quality changes. So, soil quality, there are three major types of soil quality: physical, chemical, and biological. Many times we consider the chemical quality only based on the nutrient availability of how many nutrients are there in the soil: nitrogen, phosphorus, potash, primary nutrients, secondary nutrients, micronutrients. Based on that only we consider the soil quality, but the physical soil quality as well as biological soil quality is also equally important, and many times these are ignored. So now, why we need to assess the soil quality? It's very important because we should know what type of soil we have in where we are doing going for agriculture or other entrepreneurs. So the quantitative assessment of soil quality is very invaluable. So uh, first maybe awareness and education. We should know how why we need to assess it. Then we can go for the evaluation of what practices has it affects and how we can go for troubleshooting, and we can evaluate the alternate practices. So normally we can see nowadays there's a lot of pollution is there. We have air quality indices are there, water quality indices are also available. But most of the time these soil quality indices are not available, or these are vary from place to place and standardization is not there. So there are two ways to assess how we can assess the soil quality. One is to we can measure over time, and with time we can see it is improving or deteriorating. Other is we can compare for the two places. One is good management practices there. At another place, the management practices is not good. We can compare the how the management affect the soil quality. So we can measurement in the same field over time or with the problematic area with non-problematic area. So we can compare the management systems. So now it is very important to see the soil quality indicators because soil quality it is a quality term. For to quantify it, we need some indicators. So the indicators normally we have five six parameters, have six seven parameters. So the soil quality indicators can be chosen only those indicators which respond to change in management practices. For example, we cannot say this is the soil having more clay or more better. We should not say like that. Rather, we should choose those factors which we can change. For example, the soil texture, it is not possible to change. So the soil structure is possible to change, organic carbon is possible to change to some extent. So the soil quality indicators should respond to change. These should be easily measurable and there we can fit some threshold values. There should be low error associated. Instrument should be available to measure that. And also these should be cost effective. So in India, various states and universities have soil testing laboratories, and many major factors like nitrogen, phosphorus, potash, EC, pH. These are the main factors which are being assessed in soil testing laboratories. Now coming to the major soil physical indicators, I will give more emphasis on the soil physical indicators. These may be mechanical, hydrological, or related to the root zone or the soil depth. So mechanically texture, because it affects the trusting, its infiltration of the water into the soil. Bulk density is very important indicator. Aggregation, we will see in the next slides that this is very important parameter because aggregation or soil structure, it is very much related to soil erosion, infiltration, and also to the trusting. Pore size distribution, it's mainly related to interrelated with the soil texture and soil structure. Hydrological factor, whether the soil is able to store water or not, whether how much water it can infiltrate, how much erosion will be there, these are also important factors. And what is the soil depth, how much depth the roots can grow. These are some of the physical quality parameters. And we can assess, we tried in our one of the field study, we analyzed we took two approaches. One is the sustainability index approach. Another is the principal component analysis we did. In sustainability index approach and cumulative rating approach, we used the statistical methods. In sustainability index approach, we took five parameters that is soil depth, organic carbon, water stable aggregates, bulk density, and available water holding capacity. And we have fixed some threshold levels. And we took four different locations and in within each location, four different type of land uses and replicated data was taken. And from those areas, we collected the samples, soil samples, and we found that if the, for example, soil depth, we kept threshold value of 50 centimeter. If it is more than that, then it is good. It has positive soil health. And if it is less, it is negative. So similarly, we used these other parameters also. So there are two categories, whether sustainable or unsustainable. So we, based on the data, we found that in case of first site, only the forest, in all the sites, the forest land use was sustainable only. And in rest of the sites, all the other land uses were non-sustainable except at one site where this all the land uses, barren, cultivated and grassland were these sustainable. So now coming to the cumulative rating approach. In this approach, we used 11 parameters. So these are the aeration, available water holding capacity, infiltration rate, and hydraulic conductivity, organic carbon, and other factors. So based on that, There are five categories: highly sustainable, sustainable, sustainable with high input, sustainable with another land use, and unsustainable. As compared to the previous approach, there are only two categories, whether it can be sustainable or unsustainable. In this approach, there are five categories of land. So, based on the same data, we found that the for all the sites, the forest was in case of one site, this is TM, that is Totowal Mujari site. These were the grassland and forest were totally sustainable. In all other sites, it was sustainable with high input. And for many of the options, barren and cultivated, it was only possible sustainable with another land use. So it means we need to categorize the land before going into for the cultivation. So we then tried to relate with the actual field conditions. We got the data from the natural rainfall conditions as well as with the simulated rainfall conditions. And we compared using the universal soil loss equation. And we compared the soil quality indices which we derived from those formulas as compared to soil erodibility. And we found that sustainability index was more suitable. It has higher correlation with soil erodibility, but it only provides two categories. When we use the cumulative approach, it provides five categories. So if we have sufficient more data is available, we should go for cumulative rating approach. If we have limited data available, we can go with the sustainability indicator approach. By using these two approaches, we can quantify our soil based on the soil physical quality. We also did the principal component analysis because there were so many properties. We analyzed the soil samples from more than 25 properties and we tried to find out which properties are more relevant for the soil physical quality. And we found that soil structural factor which mainly contain clay content and mean weight diameter. These were strongly correlated with soil erodibility. But as you know, this clay content we cannot change. So by doing the definition of the soil quality indicators, which should be dynamic in quality, so we used the mean weight diameter. So mean weight diameter is the best indicator we found that which can be based on that we can quantify or classify the soils whether they are physically fit or not. So we can also use nowadays we can use machine learning techniques also. We try to use the same data. We took samples for more number of sites, and we found that using the artificial neural network, we can assess the soil quality. The only limitation is that we should have a more number of data points. This is very important. We tried to correlate with the actual measurements, and we found that if we have limited data at limited sites, we should go for the statistical methods, traditional methods. And if we have a more number of data, more locations, a large amount of data is available, then these machine learning techniques are better to assess the soil physical quality. So the climate change has now coming to some applied aspects of the soil physical quality. This temperature rise, this is very much relevant. Our climate is changing, and organic matter, which is, we have seen that mean weight diameter, which is directly related to soil structure and which is the basis of based on the soil organic matter only. So organic matter, if the temperature is increasing because of high decomposition, the organic matter is decomposition is more because of rising temperature and it is adding to carbon dioxide changes in atmosphere. So this we need to this is the impact of this climate change. Impact on soil moisture is also there and erosion is there also because we know because of climate change the number of rainy days are decreasing at most of the places, but the intensity of rainfall of each rainstorm, although the duration is decreasing at most of the places, but their intensity is increasing. So that's causing more soil erosion. It causes more runoff from the agriculture or hill areas, and less infiltration. This is also a cause for a concern of for us. So this earth soil is being lost 10 to 100 times faster than it is forming. This is very alarming fact because we know it takes more than 1,000 years to form only 2 to 3 centimeters of soil, and it is being lost 10 to 100 times faster it is being formed. So now we will discuss some strategies how we can improve our soil physical quality. All the agriculture practices, there are three main factors which reduce soil erosion. Proper water management is there, and we can enhance the soil organic matter. These lead to improvement in soil physical quality, and enhancement of organic matter is very, very important. The residue management, you can see the residue burning and other issues are there. So organic matter can be enhanced by proper residue management, crop rotations, integrated nutrient management, and mulching also. Excessive tillage can cause more losses of soil organic carbon, and we should go for land and water management practices. This is one of the how we can crop residue we need to manage, we need to incorporate in soil. That is the best option. Although there are three options for residue management. One is burning, which is being practiced by many people. Now it is going down because of awareness, and instruments are available to mix it into the field. Another is removal from the fields and use in industry. Although from a soil scientist point of view, this is not a judicious choice because we are removing this residue which has many nutrients in that also. So the third option, which is best from the soil management point of view, that is incorporation. And we have various systems are now available. Bale Happy Seeder is there, straw management systems are there. By using these systems, we can go for crop residue incorporation. So now coming to the uh, some factors about soil management, because a lot of economic pressure is there. Economic pressure means the land holdings are decreasing, and the per unit availability of land holding is decreasing. That's why a lot of pressure is there. And we can see the poverty trap is there, and population pressure, and also there are some facts about soil management. It is not possible to take more out of soil than what is put it in without degrading its quality. It's a very important statement. We are taking much more out of the soil. We are taking the new, we are not giving back to the soil. And when we are not giving back, it means we are degrading its quality with time. So, normally, because of population pressure, because of urbanization, marginal soils are cultivated with marginal input, produce marginal yield, and support marginal living. This is an important statement because the best quality soils they are coming in under highways, under cities, under urban areas, and our agriculture is going to the marginal soils. And in marginal soils, the farmers are normally they are resource poor, and they cannot afford to apply the nutrients properly. They cannot manage the nutrients. That's why they give less inputs, and it results in marginal yields and ultimately marginal living to them. So, this many times we say that this fossil fuel burning, it may be in the form of this diesel, petrol, other things. It may be this straw burning. This is very important. But when the soil carbon is decomposed, when fossil fuel burning is there, it is visible. It's the petrol, diesel is being burnt, but the soil carbon decomposition is the same, has the same effect. When fossil fuel burning is there, carbon dioxide is added into the atmosphere, and when same the soil carbon is decomposed, the same carbon dioxide is added into the atmosphere, so it is having the same effect. So for sustainable management of soils, there is combination of various options, not only related to soil management, but we need to go for the better germplasm also, which can efficiently use the available nutrients, and also this organic and inorganic sources of nutrients. Their integrated use is also equally important. And these are very traditional knowledge. Our traditional agriculture practices are also equally important. So we need to have a combination of these so that we can manage our soils in a better way. Now, from the Vedas, it is said that upon this handful of soil, our survival depends. Husband it, and it will grow our food, our fuel, our shelter, and surround us with beauty. Abuse it, and the soil will collapse and die, taking humanity within. In Gurbani also, there is Salot Pavan Guru Pani Pita Mata Tartamahat. So air is our Guru, water is father, and earth is the great mother. So I will conclude that soil may not be beautiful, but it does beautiful things, and it's our duty to save our soils. So actually, I want to have some interaction also. That's why this is my concluding slide, and thank you very much.
अब जो भी पार्टिसिपेंट्स हैं उनकी कोई क्वेरी है इससे रिलेटेड, एक पर्टिकुलर पीपीटी से रिलेटेड, आप 1 to 1 अपने आप को अनम्यूट करके डॉक्टर साहब से बात कर सकते हैं। बहुत एक्सप्लेनेटरी लेक्चर उन्होंने सॉइल के ऊपर दिया है। जो हमारे फैकल्टी, साइंटिस्ट और स्टूडेंट्स हैं, यदि कोई बात या कोई क्वेश्चन रखना चाहते हैं अपना, तो वो बात कर सकते हैं।
मैं थोड़ा सा अगर मुझे लगता है हिंदी में भी थोड़ा बोल लूँ तो शायद सब में भी कंफर्टेबल, इफ यू अलाउ मी टू स्पीक इन हिंदी आल्सो।
डेफिनेटली डॉक्टर साहब, यहाँ तो सब हिंदी भाषी हैं। और मुझे तो बड़ा अच्छा लग रहा है कि सर आप हिंदी बोल रहे हैं।
हाँ, मेरे लिए थोड़ा मुश्किल है, लेकिन मैं अच्छी बोल लेता हूँ फिर भी।
जी जी जी, वही मुझे बड़ा अच्छा लग रहा है सर।
हाँ, तो ये हम जो भूमि की बात कर रहे हैं, सॉइल की बात कर रहे हैं, अगर हम सॉइल की, हमारे जो जनरेशन में आगे सॉइल की फीलिंग नहीं आएगी, तब तक हम सॉइल को मिसयूज करते रहेंगे। ये सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट है। हमारी जो, जिसको हम माता बोलते हैं, धरती माता बोलते हैं, हर धर्म में बोलते हैं, अगर उसका हम उसको माता की तरह मानेंगे नहीं, जब तक हमारे मन में नहीं आएगा, चाहे हम किसान हैं, चाहे हम शहर में रहने वाले हैं, चाहे स्टूडेंट हैं, जब तक हम अपनी धरती को माता की तरह नहीं मानेंगे, तब तक उसका मिसयूज होता रहेगा। सो हमारे मन में जब आ जाएगा कि इसने हमें खाना दे रही है, ये हमें रहने की जगह दे रही, हमें छांव दे रही है, इसकी वजह से ही हम, क्योंकि सॉइल है तो इसके ऊपर पौधे हैं, इसकी वजह से ही ऑक्सीजन पैदा हो रही है, हमें जीवन दे रही है। अगर ये चीज़ हमारे मन में आ जाएगी, तो हम जरूर सॉइल का केयर करेंगे। और सॉइल का केयर का मतलब सिर्फ सॉइल और वाटर आपस में जुड़े हुए हैं पूरे, पानी और जमीन आपस में पूरे जुड़े हुए हैं। और पानी की केयर और जमीन की केयर दोनों ही इक्वली इम्पोर्टेंट हैं। सो इसके लिए मुझे तो लगता है कि स्कूल कॉलेज लेवल से ही हमें इससे जुड़ना चाहिए। और इससे हमें जो जो हमारी एक रात, हमें तो चाहिए कि हर समय जब 3 टाइम खाना खाएं, तो धरती माँ को जरूर प्रणाम करें कि उसकी वजह से हमें खाना मिल रहा है। तब जब ये हर चीज के मन में आ जाएगी, तो हम जरूर इसका इसका आदर करेंगे सॉइल का। और इसके जो रिसोर्सेज हैं, इसको जलाएंगे नहीं, इसकी पराली को नहीं जलाएंगे, इसका ध्यान रखेंगे। ये बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है। और दूसरा, क्योंकि किसान की भी कई बार मजबूरियां होती, जैसे रेजिड्यू बर्निंग बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट इशू है, सॉयल हेल्थ से सीधा रिलेटेड है। और रेजिड्यू बर्निंग क्यों हो रहा है? क्योंकि जब एकदम जैसे पैडी काटा, उसके बाद वीट के लिए इतना टाइम नहीं होता, विंडो बहुत कम होती है, 10-12 दिन होते हैं। उतने टाइम में इतनी पराली को इकट्ठा करके किसी जगह रखना, ये बहुत एक कॉस्टली अफेयर था। तो इस वजह से आग लगाना बहुत इजी था, इस वजह से ये काम चल रहा था। लेकिन अब धीरे धीरे एक तो अवेयरनेस आ रही है, दूसरा यूनिवर्सिटीज़ ने, रिसर्च स्टेशंस ने ऐसी मशीनरी बना दी हैं कि उसमें बिना पराली जलाए, आप उस पराली अभी खेत में ही है, रेजिड्यू अभी खेत में ही है, उसमें भी आप सीधे आगे वाली जो क्रॉप है, नॉर्मली वीट क्रॉप नॉर्थ इंडिया में लगाते हैं, तो वो वीट क्रॉप की सोइंग एज सच हो सकती बिना उसको हटाए। और जो रेजिड्यू वहाँ रह जाता है वो धीरे धीरे आफ्टर 2-3 मंथ्स डिकम्पोज होके वो सॉइल को बहुत सारे न्यूट्रिएंट्स दे देता है। और उसका मतलब डबल फायदा हो जाए, तो एनवायरनमेंट का पोल्यूशन नहीं हुआ, दूसरा वो न्यूट्रिएंट जो है सॉइल में मिक्स हो गए। और विद टाइम वो हमारी अगर हम 4-5 साल ये प्रैक्टिस करते रहें तो हमारी जो केमिकल फर्टिलाइजर डाल रहे हैं उसमें हम 50% तक की कम से कम सेविंग कर सकते हैं। सो हमारा एनवायरनमेंट भी अच्छा रहा, हमारे पैसे भी बचे। लेकिन उसके लिए पहले 1-2 साल थोड़ी पेशेंस रखनी पड़ेगी। थोड़ा इसके लिए अब सब्सिडाइज इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स मशीनरी इज अवेलेबल, तो लोड अभी इसमें बढ़ रहा है। और नॉर्थ इंडिया का जो लेटेस्ट डाटा है इसमें पिछले 4-5 साल के मुकाबले 85% तक जो है बर्निंग रेजिड्यू बर्निंग कम हुई है, विच इज़ वेरी सिग्निफिकेंट। 15% रह गई है। सो ये बहुत बड़ा एक अच्छी इंप्रूवमेंट हुई है फ्रॉम सॉयल हेल्थ पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू एंड फ्रॉम एनवायरमेंटल हेल्थ पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू। सो ये मेरा एक पॉइंट था। और कोई किसी का क्वेश्चन हो जरूर शेयर करें।
कुछ चैट बॉक्स में क्वेश्चंस आ गए हैं डॉक्टर साहब।
देखता हूँ, जस्ट मिनट। I'm not able to see the actually checkbox, just a minute.
नंदिनी जी, आप पढ़ दीजिए।
हाँ जी सर। There's one question. How can we control indiscriminate use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides to save
हम्म।
our earth, health firstly, and then
हम्म।
humans as well as animals?
ये बड़ा इम्पोर्टेंट है कि जो न्यूट्रिएंट्स और जो पेस्टिसाइड्स दोनों चीज़ें हैं इनका इनडिस्क्रिमिनेट यूज़ बहुत ज़्यादा हुआ है पिछले टाइम में। जब ग्रीन रेवोल्यूशन हैज़ इट्स साइड इफेक्ट्स आल्सो। ग्रीन रेवोल्यूशन नॉर्मली नॉर्थ नॉर्थ इंडिया में 3-4 स्टेट्स में मेनली कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड था। और उसमें 1965 से ऑनवर्ड स्टार्ट हुआ है। तो इसका डायरेक्टली केमिकल फर्टिलाइजर यूज भी उसके साथ साथ बहुत बढ़ा है। और पेस्टिसाइड एंड वीडिसाइड कंजम्पशन भी बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ी। और इससे क्या हुआ कि हमारे जो फूड चेन में ये चीज़ें आ गई, बहुत सारे केमिकल पहले स्टार्ट में शुरू हुए, BHC DDT एक्स्ट्रा, जो बाद में फिर उनका देखा गया कि वो तो फूड चेन में क्या मदर मिल्क तक पहुंच रहे थे, तो उनको बैन कर दिया गया। धीरे धीरे अब पिछले 2-3 साल से और भी कई जो रेड केमिकल बोलते हैं उनको बहुत सारों को बैन कर दिया गया, जिनमें बहुत सारे ऐसे केमिकल थे जिन जो कार्सिनोजेनिक थे, जिनकी वजह से कैंसर होने के भी चांस बढ़ रहे थे। सो अब अवेयरनेस तो आ रही है, लेकिन साथ साथ में यूनिवर्सिटीज़ ने और इंस्टीट्यूट्स ने कुछ ऐसी इंटीग्रेटेड न्यूट्रिएंट मैनेजमेंट बोलते हैं इसको, कि ऑर्गेनिक जो रिसोर्सेज हैं जितना भी है रेजिड्यू है हमारा, क्रॉप अगर हम उसमें से ड्रेन ले रहे हैं जो बच गया उसको जितना ज़मीन में डाल सकें। और ये ग्रीन मनोरिंग बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, ये भी धीरे धीरे पॉपुलर हो रही है। ग्रीन मनोरिंग में क्या है कि जो राइजोबियम है वो एटमॉस्फेयर से नाइट्रोजन फिक्स कर देता है एक नेचुरल फॉर्म में। सो उससे जो है यूरिया कम कर सकते हैं। ये चीज़ें थोड़ी धीरे धीरे बढ़ रही हैं, लेकिन स्टिल इसमें अभी काफ़ी काम होना बाकी है। और अवेयरनेस तो आ रही है। और लास्ट 2-3 साल में और बहुत सारे केमिकल जो ज़्यादा खतरनाक थे वो बैन कर दिए गए हैं। एक तो हो गया इंटेग्रेटेड न्यूट्रिएंट मैनेजमेंट, एक इंटेग्रेटेड पेस्ट मैनेजमेंट। इसमें क्या है कि जो बहुत सारे हमारे पेस्ट ऐसे हैं जिनको नेचुरल उनके एनिमीज हैं, जब हम खेत में स्प्रे करते हैं नेचुरल एनिमी भी मारे जाते हैं। सो उसके बारे में भी बहुत काम अब चल रहा है कि हाउ वी कैन कंट्रोल दीज पेस्टिस विदाउट पेस्टिसाइड्स। तो उसमें नेचुरल जो उनके एनिमी है उनको बढ़ावा देके उनको कंट्रोल करना, ऐसी बहुत सारी बीमारियों के लिए और कीड़े के लिए टेक्नोलॉजीज आ रही हैं, ट्राइकोडर्मा ट्राइकोडर्मा ऐसी चीज़ें आ रही हैं। इसके अलावा जो है ए, आजकल जो बायो फर्टिलाइजर का बहुत रोल है इसमें, कि क्रॉप के सीड को वो बायो फर्टिलाइजर लगा दो, उसमें बैक्टीरिया डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ कंसोर्शिया होते हैं, बैक्टीरिया, फंजाई होते हैं, जो जमीन में जो है जो अवेलेबल न्यूट्रिएंट है उनको भी मोर अवेलेबल कर देते हैं, जैसे फास्फोर सोलुबलाइजिंग बैक्टीरिया है, या एटमॉस्फेयर से उनको ज़्यादा ज़मीनें फिट्स कर देते हैं। और दूसरा, जो ज़मीन में हार्मफुल चीज़ें हैं उनको कम करते हैं। ये चीज़ें भी सीड पे लगाने के लिए अब आजकल अवेलेबल हो रही हैं। सो ये चीज़ें अभी पॉपुलर हो रही हैं, लेकिन इट विल टेक टाइम, क्योंकि ये ग्रास रूट लेवल तक जाएंगी तभी चीज़ें ज़्यादा इंप्रूव होंगी। थैंक यू। और नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन प्लीज।
How to degrade sugarcane trash fastly as it affects initial intercultivation?
Yes, it's very important because some these residues are easily decomposable, some takes time. So most of the time when we harvest the crop, there is not much time available for before sowing in the next crop. So उस time में इतना easy नहीं होता कि decompose हो जाए. So there are two options. One we have already discussed. Either we can remove it, but removal is not good from soil point of view. अगर हमने वहीं रखना है तो to some extent there are some decomposers are available. Indian Council of this IRI has developed one decomposer. Some other institutes have developed. They can fasten the decomposition, but that also it's not very effective. So other ways that we can leave the it in as such, and we can use that machinery that can sow the next crop automatically with time, with the use of light and frequent irrigation, plus keeping it as such on the surface. With time these are decomposed. This sugarcane residue takes more time as compared to wheat residue and other residues, but this is the only way we can use decomposer. To some extent it can enhance the decomposition. Yes, please. Any other question, please?
Hello.
Yes, please.
Hello, sir. I am Krishna from IIR New Delhi, student,
Yes,
PhD
yes, yes.
student.
Hmm.
Sir, I want to ask I want to understand that graph you showed, na, soil erodibility and
Yes, yes.
yeah, sir. Can you explain, please, sir? Once
Hmm.
again.
This one? Hello.
Initial slide, sir. This one, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
This your soils basic. You are doing soil science or some other degree?
Yes, sir. Soil science only, sir.
Okay. So this is universal soil loss equation. It is a very popular from so many years. It is being used, although now the revised versions are also there. This is a basic
Yes, sir.
equation. This is used to calculate the soil erosion.
Yes, sir.
This R is the soil erosivity. This is the rainfall erosivity. R is K is soil erodibility. L and S are the slope, length and slope of the soil landscape.
Okay.
C is the drop factor, and P is the this conservation practice factor.
Yes, sir.
So this is the equation used to calculate the soil erosion. From it is used normally on the annual basis or long-term basis. It is used from any landscape. How much erosion will be there? It can be calculated using this equation. So all these factors are further calculated based on the various parameters. For example, R, this rainfall erosivity. It is calculated using the the rainfall intensity and the duration. The formulas are equations are available. K factor. It is very important from soil point of view. This is soil erodibility. This is the is this is the vulnerability of the soil to erosion. So if the soil erodibility factor, if it is more, it means soil is more erodible. There is will be more erosion. So it can be calculated. There are various formulas are available. It can be calculated based on the soil textural parameters as well as some these soil structural parameters. Then LS factors are the length and slope of the soil. And this C factor, this is a crop management factor. This factor is based on the type of crop, the stage of the crop. These tables are available in literature from where
Okay.
if you can get the trop factor from those tables. Then P is the conservation measure. What type of conservation measure do you have done in that area? It may be you may have gone for bench terracing, you may have gone for contour bunding, many other types of management practices are there. For each practice, this P factor is fixed. So based on this, you can calculate how much erosion will take place from per unit area. This is the equation used to calculate that.
Sir,
Mhm.
in the next slide, na, I want to understand that graph, sir. Yeah, these two graphs.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So actually, based on the soil properties, we calculated these two indices. These are two different indices. One is the sustainability indicator indices, another is the cumulative rating. And we tried to find out which is more related to the actual soil erodibility. So for those, for example, we took samples from about 35 different type of soils and different type of land uses, and we got the indicator based on those. I have earlier explained. We calculated the indicator. Then for each particular soil, we calculated the soil erodibility based on the universal soil loss equation, which I have discussed in previous soil. Because in this equation, if we know the actual rate of soil erosion and all other factors are known, we can calculate the soil erodibility from this equation
Yes,
by
sir.
using, I think you can understand. If we know E, R, L, S, C, P, we can calculate the soil erodibility using this equation.
Yes, sir.
So we used this equation, we were knowing all other factors. We used this equation to calculate the K factor, soil erodibility factor, for all the sites. Then
Okay.
we used the indicator which we developed and we compared these two. We used did the regression analysis and correlated with these two with each other. And we found a very good correlation. This is 0.72, R star is 0.72. In cumulative rating also it is 0.65. So these are almost equally correlated. But because the sustainability index we need more number of data. More data points are required. These more soil properties are required. So if we have sufficient data is available, we should go for a sustainability indicator. If we have limited data, we can go for cumulative rating. And if we have more number of data, for example, you may have secondary data from various studies where you can get the maybe 200 points, 500 points. Then you can go for artificial neural network or this other this this machine learning techniques. Then you can use that.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
नेक्स्ट प्लीज। नंदिनी देखिए अगर कोई क्वेश्चन ना हो तो फिर कंक्लूड करिए।
Or question. How much minimum and maximum organic nutrient should be applied in integrated nutrient management?
We cannot generalize it. It will depend upon the your previous what is the availability in the soil first of all, how much organic matter is there. In the developed countries, in the Western European countries, they consider that 1% organic carbon is ideal. But in Indian soils, it's very rare. In very old forest, you can get this amount in cold areas. Normally, we have the organic carbon less than zero point 0.5. In our cases, we have seen it is less than 0.3, 0.4. So, first of all, it will depend upon your initial soil organic carbon. Second, it will depend upon the which crop you are growing, how much production it is marginal land, how much you want to have produce from that. So, normally in integrated approach, uh, it depends upon crop to crop, but many times it's a 50-50%. 50% from the organic sources, 50% from the these inorganic sources. But it will vary depending upon the availability of the organic sources also. This is also major issue. because many times organic matter is availability is the major issue. It's very costly also. So all these factors will contribute how much we can integrate.
Thank you so much, sir. So that was all the questions. If still anyone has any doubt, they can unmute themselves and directly ask the questions. Okay, so on the behalf of AgriMeet Foundation Bharat and the team of Mati 2025, we express our deepest gratitude to you, sir, for your inspiring lecture and for your presence. The clarity with which you explained dryland farming, soil conservation, disease and support system, organic matter enhancement, soil health, sustainable management practices has enriched every participant here. And your ability to blend scientific precision with practical understanding is truly remarkable. Today's session has broadened our perspectives and given our participants a deeper understanding of soil, water, and natural resources management, perfectly aligned with the vision of Marty 2025. Your words, your journey, and your humility have deeply motivated us. Thank you once again, sir, for your precious time, your valuable guidance, and for making the day 8 of Marty 2025 truly valuable. Thank you so much, sir, once again.
Thank you very much. Thank you all. Yeah.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद डॉक्टर साहब। और निवेदन एक है कि हम 20-21 फरवरी में एक चंडीगढ़ में ग्लोबल कॉन्फ्रेंस कर रहे हैं। हमने ब्रोशर
हाँ जी,
भेजा है उसका,
मैंने आपका देखा ब्रोशर। हाँ जी, हाँ जी।
और उसमें भी हमें आपका आशीर्वाद चाहिए।
नहीं, चलो, आशीर्वाद देने लायक तो नहीं हूं मैं, लेकिन आपके साथ जरूर हेल्प करूंगा जो हो सके।
जी डॉक्टर साहब, पिछली बार जो हमने करी थी ना 6th, उसमें वीसी साहब आए थे, उनको बुलाया था
हाँ
एज
जी,
ए
हाँ
चीफ
जी,
गेस्ट,
जी
संगरूर
जी
में
जी
किया था।
जी
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 जी जी
जी
जी
जी।
डॉक्टर साहब, जी बहुत
जरूर
बहुत धन्यवाद
जरूर।
सर लेक्चर के लिए। आगे भी सर इसी तरीके से एकेडमिक।
कोई बात नहीं, मैं
जी
हर
डेफिनेटली।
समय अवेलेबल हूँ, आप जब चाहें।
जी जी जी
जी
सर,
जी,
जी सर।
थैंक यू वेरी मच।
नमस्कार जी, नमस्कार, गुड
नमस्कार जी,
नाइट।
नमस्कार।